Hello viewers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I figured out what we're doing here. We are getting these deeds. We need so many deeds. After we do this quest, we'll have enough deeds to upgrade the blacksmith to allow level 3 armor, the second armor upgrade. And at that point, I think I'll be okay taking on bosses. Level 2 weapons, level 3 armor should probably be sufficient for the green bosses. So, we probably don't have a lot of use for this. Well, honestly, it's not terrible. We do love to stab things with our occultists. I think that's really what we've learned, is that the occultist's heal is sort of the third string utility, and what they're really there for is stabbing people. Alright, so we're bringing these guys, intentionally leaving a couple of trinket slots open for loot since it's a long. And I've upgraded the armor and weapons on the 3 of them that are level 1. Just because, why not? It's going to get upgraded eventually anyway. Alright. So we do want to keep our light level above 51, ideally. Let me think. What else do we need? Yeah, we'll bring all those. We do want to keep our light level above 51 when fighting, due to the effects of the candle, the Ancestor's Candle. This party
the fiends must be driven back.
Would probably be pretty good at fighting a shambler.
And the seat of our noble line.
So if we see that opportunity, we will probably take it. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Did I really... Alright, I really did not bring the scouting book. That feels pretty bad. Well, hopefully we'll be able to find the secret room anyway.
Trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Okay, so room battles in every room. Fantastic. Okay. Nicely done.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
The Arbalest had the lowest speed, so I've given her the legendary bracer and just tanked her speed all the way out, which I think also works well because she doesn't really have a lot of utility. She doesn't have a stun or anything.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Alright. So we need to be a little bit careful about damage. We have seen now that the monsters do enough damage to pose a threat. But we are starting to get a hold of upgraded armor. So we need to be a little bit less cavalier, but I still think, we gotta focus on keeping people's stress low. Trying not to get crit in the face is important still. We're definitely taking on stress very quickly. Pretty much always. Yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it to just make absolutely sure she doesn't get an action next turn. And she probably would have gone first, because they have quite high speed.
Continually onslaught. Destroy them all.
I was trying to... That whole time I'm over here mashing 1, trying to get her to switch her active skill from If It Bleeds to Wicked Hack.
Obliterated.
And then I'm like, okay, I'll click to make the message box go away. And I click and it immediately fires off an attack with Wicked Hack. Or with If It Bleeds. It's very annoying. They really just need to make it so that those little tiny bits of incidental speech don't completely disable all the game's other controls. It's insane that they thought that that was okay. Come on, occultist. Really want to get a heal off? Okay. Not a bad heal either.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Alright, yeah, it's a dead end up here.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Oh, nice. Free onyx. Black like the darkest jello pudding.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Alright, well, that'll make this a little bit easier.
Destroyed.
I think we can finish this guy off. We cannot. We leave him at 1, though. Unfortunately, it's just as true for the monsters as it is for us that low health and dead are very far from the same thing.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Ow! I wish when you crit on an attack that gives a buff or debuff, that it would increase the value of the buff or debuff. You know, just a little something extra to make crits feel really great. I guess maybe they don't need it.
From our lands.
It already feels pretty great to
As
crit.
victories mount, so too will resistance.
Alright, we got rid of Tuckered Out. Tuckered Out is kind of a dumb quality, so dumb
Finding the
quirk,
stock is
rather.
only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Huh. Yeah, still just stun this guy and move him forward. Actually, moving him forward is relevant to basically just the bounty hunter. That guy's really failing to make an accounting of himself. This Ancestor's Candle really does seem like just an incredibly good trinket. Bone Rabble, when will you ever learn? Listen, guy, it's okay to run away when the battle's clearly lost. You don't have to stick it out and re-die.
Or is is it merely a trick of the light?
And I mean, for what? For your skeleton honor? I don't want to sound dismissive of your culture or anything. I'm just saying. We know that's not... Everybody knows it's not a real thing. Yeah, I think we can afford to do some damage back there. Because I think we've got this cultist witch situation under control. See? Well, now we have to endure 3 attacks, plus that Brawler's going to get to attack as the first thing on the second turn as well, I bet. His speed is actually lower than several of ours, but... Oh, he didn't. All the people with the higher speed are actually going first. Alright, solid dodging. Bone Soldier is too steady. Too steady on his feet to be pushed around by the likes of me. Alright, let's keep moving. Yeah, geez, I'm running out of spaces already.
They can be beaten.
We'll have to hope that these rooms we saw down here on the initial scout that have monsters in them are the last rooms in the dungeon that have monsters in them. Otherwise, we are going to be here all day. Alright, sweet treasure.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
There's really not that many rooms left. Right, we know we have a battle here. We know we have a battle just up ahead. Wow, 3332. That's, I think, very close to the maximum damage that attack can deal. Okay, well, she resisted the supersized bleed. And when I say supersized, of course, I mean in duration, not in power. Obviously, critting with an attack that delivers a dot does not make the dot deal more damage or anything. How do you miss someone who's that size? Okay, that's not so bad.
Precision and power.
That is also not so bad. Alright.
Religious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Am I seriously out of places to put gold? I don't really want a portrait that badly. Okay.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We'll think about it. This party could take him, right? Should I just camp here? How many torches do I have left? 6? Yeah, let's just camp here.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Alright, I did make sure to buy Unspeakable Commune. And we'll get... Ooh, he has planned takedown available too. That's right. We can do that before we fight the Shambler. Yeah, we'll get to the end of this, and then we'll see how I feel about fighting the Shambler. So let's do... This is how we do it. And... Triage. And Sharpen Spear. There we go. Triage is really quite a good amount of healing.
Right. The promise of safety.
We're just gonna ignore that. Solid disarm. I have to remember to leave a torch. Alright, maybe we'll get very lucky and this will be the last battle. The last room battle, anyway. Wow. Crit for 6 while doing that, huh? I'm gonna rely on the Arbalest Bola to finish off that one. Alright, that was a pretty productive surprise round.
Executed with impunity.
That wasn't even a crit. He just hits for more than your health.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright, push onward. Since unfortunately that room was not the last room battle. Who could have predicted?
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Aw. Why must you always leave everything at 1? Alright, well, I'm a little bit annoyed that we haven't managed to kill either of the enemies we attacked. Let's eliminate the thing that's a threat this round first. That guy had not yet gone this round. Aw. There we go.
Decisive pummeling.
Jeez.
But a victory nonetheless.
I think I need everything here too much to just toss it away. Alright, not here. We still do have quite a number of rooms left. It's not a very large number in sort of an objective sense of what is large, but it's large enough to be annoying in Darkest Dungeon, I'll tell you that.
The ground quakes.
Let's prevent this guy's attack and maybe pull him to the front. Well, no such luck. He is definitely getting Iron Swanned, though.
Decimated.
That is a pretty good attack.
Eradicated.
Obviously, focus on the more dangerous threat first. And then from here, it's just like math, just very simple math. Alright, she could totally use a little bit of a heal.
This expedition at least promises success.
Huh. Yeah, we've already reached the part of the run where I'm just tossing stuff away. I should not toss busts away. Or, crests, rather. What is not worth holding on to? You.
A fortune.
Okay, free torch.
To be spent.
Man. I hate it when they're like all the way over at the other end of the level. No, let's push on. We can hit it on the way back if we decide to do the Shambler.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
I probably should have camped here. I don't know, not operating at optimal focus right now. Not totally optimal, anyway. Oh, I cannot believe she didn't get the kill there. There we go. Thought their accuracy was supposed to be higher in the dark. They seem to be doing a terrible job. Alright, decent shot. Also decent. Very decent.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Alright. Let's let this one be the last one, huh? Aww. Alright, both of these guys have a problem where they don't attack well from the third row. All they really have is a weak attack that moves them forward into the range from which they can do their attacks. So you'll see that keep happening. Yep, those guys are still totally debilitated. And you just shoot them like they're not even struggling with life right now. This guy doesn't know why he's having trouble fighting. Look at the expression on his face. He can't comprehend this. All he knows is that something is wrong and he doesn't like it. Alright, there we go.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Oh, jeez, okay. I definitely want the deeds. I definitely want the money. Let's see something here real quick. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. How are there more room battles? There's seriously going to be a room battle between... in every room between here and the end. That's frustrating. Well... I think we can drop this. I don't want to drop food because I still intend to make camp again. This is only a feast at camp plus 2 hunger events. You know what? I'm going to drop the emeralds. Oh no, wait. I was going to make camp here. I keep forgetting to... There we go.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Alright, we definitely do this. So now we can encourage you. I like to imagine that when the occultist is trying to calm people through song, he does a cappella versions of Technotronic songs.
The way is lit. The path
You know,
is
sometimes your teammates need to know
require
how to
only the
move this.
strength to follow it.
Alright, this isn't so bad. We'll just hack through them real fast here.
Impressive.
That was impressive. Alright, and here come the bolas to make everything awesome. Okay, so all that's left is this guy who is rapidly bleeding to death.
Dizzying blow to body and brain.
But you know, he's not so debilitated that he can, not so debilitated that he can't stop by and crit someone's face off. And then I fail to heal them back up. Okay.
Devastating blow.
That's fine. Alright, hopefully this is the last one. Alright. I do, obviously, want to kill her, but, she was stunned already, and some of us have an awkward time targeting the front row, and by some of us, of course, I just mean the Arbalest.
Powerful blow.
Damn it. She keeps leaving people just barely alive. Or rather, he keeps leaving people just barely alive. Yeah, let's just make sure that that guy's dead too. Alright, now we are in a pretty advantaged position. Alright. It is unfortunate that that swapped him forward. I'm pretty surprised that that hit him, given the number of corpses it could have hit instead. I don't think that we have room for these tiny jumps. There is indeed a battle in the very last room, just as I predicted. Now that we've got our secret room discovered, I'm actually feeling a little unsure about my plan to go back and fight the Shambler. Maybe it makes more sense to just take the money and run. Especially since it turns out that there are so many fights between here and there that my combat buffs are going to have worn off by then. My campfire combat buffs. He dodged the skill entirely. He dodged her shouting at him, basically. Well, what do you think of that, guy? I'll heal you first, I guess. Hey, look at that. What a good call I made. I am annoyed with the degree to which you guys have failed to kill that arbalist. Obviously, take this opportunity to get a heal off. Not a spectacular heal, but totally fine. Alright, yes, we already know. Secret room. I did think briefly about heading back down to the Shambler from, like, here to fight him while we still have these buffs up, and then coming back for this room, but that plan doesn't seem terribly feasible to me. Yeah, I think it makes sense to go after these guys. And he's at 1. Well, okay. That was pretty fine. Really? Man. Yeah, I don't think we're going back for the Shambler.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Okay. Really annoying when they you have the 100% of room battles mission and they place room battles at the very opposite most ends of the mission. What an annoying crit. We'll just deactivate the whole enemy team for this coming turn. And again, I know spreading your DPS is bad. We're just doing this because of the targeting restrictions that our various members have. Yeah. Seems pretty straightforward, really. Yep, completely given up on the Shambler. But let's go and loot the secret room real quick.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
And what is worth the least after that? Excuse me. Did I just completely space on interacting with the curio in this room? I did. Okay, well.
More bones return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
Well, we did alright there. Quite a lot of crests, enough deeds to upgrade the armorsmith. Oh man, really, quite a lot of crests. That's annoying on her.
The poor caretaker. I
All
think
right.
his long-standing duties here have affected him.
Alright, let's buy this. Okay, well. No long missions available. This might be a time to knock out some more shorts to open places up. And okay. Yeah, 3 of the people in the party made it to level 2. So we now have a nice broad range of boss hunters. But that's going to be it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. If you're enjoying the series, leave a comment, press the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. You know how YouTube works. I don't have to tell you. Join us next time when I'll just do both the missions in one video. We'll just get the rest of these places open so that they're all generating missions. And we'll see you then.